What are the duties of assistant transportation officer?
Sir, the main duties of assistant transportation officer involves managing train operations, ensuring punctuality of trains, and safe and sound operations.
Have you served in Lahore only, or you have also served in other railway divisions?
Sir, my first posting was in Sakhar division of railways back in August 2022.
Right.
I have served there for almost 7 months. After that, I was selected for master's program. Then I pursued that.
Why is Sakhar so important?
So Sakhar is one of the challenging division of Pakistan Railways, and there are a number of reasons for that.
No, I am talking about overall importance of Sakhar city and Sakhar location in Pakistan's map, on Pakistan's map. Why is Sakhar so important?
So Sakhar is third largest city of Sindh province, and it is strategically important because it connects Karachi to Punjab region. So Sakhar comes in between, so that is why its strategic importance makes it so important in Pakistan's calculus.
When I am asking you what is the importance of Sakhar, you are not giving the complete answer. Because Indus passes through Sakhar.
Sir,
अगर इंडस पास ना करे तो फिर इसकी क्या इम्पोर्टेंस?
So that point just came in my mind.
हाँ.
Sakhar barrage.
अगर सखर बैराज ना हो और अगर इंडस वहाँ से गुजरे ना, तो रेलवे कैसे चलेगी और पाकिस्तान कैसे चलेगा? और वो किसी ने कुछ सोच के ही तो बाउंड्री वहाँ बनाई है ना?
Yes, sir.
So when you go to actual interview, give all the factors
Right.
showing the importance of Sakhar. रेलवे को क्या मुसीबत है कि ये डिक्लाइन में ही जा रही है?
So there are multiple reasons for that, and these reasons are just my opinion. So number one, I feel that railway is not in the priority of government for so long. If we talk about investments in railway, then I guess that since 1970s, government hasn't invested in railways for the rehabilitation of railways. Number one is investment. Secondly, I feel that we don't have the concrete plans to move forward with railways. Sometimes we are here to declare it as SOE, and sometimes we are here to privatize railways. So there is not a single solid plan for the future of railways. Thirdly, competency of management. I feel that competent management can run railways towards a sustainable growth, whereas a lack of competency in management results in corruption and other multifarious issues. Fourthly, the shortage of human resources in railways is one of the major reasons that is impeding its growth.
Okay, so for example, I'll give you a scenario. You have been chosen in the Foreign Service of Pakistan. So, for example, if you're in FSP, what policy would you design to negotiate a deal with India, and would you go for back channel negotiations or not? ठीक है, अगर आप ये भी current scenario देखो about the Pak-Indo war that has been going on. So how can you do back channel negotiations and make it better, given the fact that we have a lot of challenges that we face, especially the Kashmir issue, the water issue, and the fact that we both are nuclear powers? How can you come up with better negotiations as a foreign service officer?
I'm as a foreign service officer and seeing these current scenarios between Pakistan and India, I would try to negotiate with them through back channels, through our foreign friends. For example, Saudi Arabia. India has a good connection with Saudi Arabia. In recent time, it is developing a good connection with Saudi Arabia because of its human capital is in Saudi Arabia, and it is almost doing 4 times more business with India as compared to Pakistan. So we will try to engage Saudi Arabia to settle our dispute, or at least delay this dispute for some time until we create some economic dependency with India and deal our affairs, especially Kashmir issues, at later stages when we have developed economic dependency on each other, when there will be more stakes in initiating a conflict in future. So that is the reason, and that is the one reason.
Don't you think that Kashmir issue is a gone case now, since they abrogated the section, article of the constitution, and Pakistani army didn't, or the Pakistani government didn't take any steps at that time? So what is your stance on Kashmir issue? How can we handle it now?
Ma'am, they have abrogated the constitution and it was allowed to them, but there were certain conditions for abrogating those two articles, Article 370 and 35A. And the process they followed was unconstitutional. But they have the liberty to remove those articles. Secondly, Kashmir issue is not a gone case, it's still in United Nations, and still the oldest program of United Nations, that is United Nations Military Observer in India and Pakistan, is still operating at the ceasefire line. So this is not a gone case, it's just the strong decisions of Modi government that has led to believe us that it is a gone case. It's not. We have to negotiate it on international stage and bilaterally too.
As ATO Lahore, how do you think you can implement the shortcomings that you observe on footplates and commercial inspections when you visit the 40 plus stations that you have right now? Given the fact that बहुत से stations के हालात are very bad, because I've been ATO1 for 4 years and it was terrible. The conditions of most of the cities, except especially the ones on Lahore Narowal section.
Branch line.
ठीक है, जो आपकी branch line है. लाहौर से दूसरी वाली तो जो इस्लामाबाद वाली main line है, that is fine फिर भी. But what steps do you can take to implement the actions or the shortcomings that you observe on the footplates or the commercial or transportation inspections that you carry out?
Ma'am, the inspections I conduct as footplate inspections or station inspections in my section, the steps that I usually take is that once I do my inspections, I take out the notes from it, the important points. Then I coordinate with the other departments, for example, signals departments and civil engineering. I write them specially that these are the points that need to be pondered upon and corrected immediately. Now that's their duty to provide the relief for that, because that is not my task to revamp the structure.
But as a transport officer, how do you manage the staff that you have over there? Station masters not wearing uniforms, station being in a very dirty condition, hygiene issues of the passenger rooms and the washrooms over there. So how do you deal with these matters, given the fact that you have a lot of cities under your jurisdiction right now, and you are like responsible for all those cities?
I use my traffic inspector for this. I keep him moving along the section and he keeps reporting me. And I also do surprise visits, and when I found someone without uniform, especially SM, or some washrooms are not clean, then I usually take the legal action, give them a show cause notice to provide the reason for this negligence. So once you set this standard about giving some 2-3 show cause notices to your staff, then hold the section and understand that this officer is tough. So we have to be alert and vigilant whenever he comes around, and don't give him any chance to give us such legal notices.
There is a line in the book you quoted as favorite: even if I am dying, until I actually die, I'm still living. What is the context of this, and how do you justify death and life thesis in the book?
Sir, can you repeat it again?
Even if I am dying,
Sir.
This is from your favorite book.
Sir.
Even if I am dying, until I actually die, I am still living. This is part of the death and life thesis that is mentioned in the book.
Sir, in this I believe he's trying to project the idea that even if the death comes to him, he's still living because he has done his job. He hasn't surrendered his job just in the face of death. Just because of that, he surrendered his job. That's not the case. So even if he dies, it doesn't matter. He has already lived.
What is the total debt of Pakistan? Break it into pieces and let me know what is the local debt and what is the foreign debt.
Sir, I don't remember the exact amount. May I take a guess for?
Yes, go ahead.
So total debt of Pakistan is around $370 billion.
Okay.
If
I'll
I'm
correct
not
it
wrong.
afterwards in that.
Okay.
In 1971, when Pakistan was dismembered, Pakistan was broken into two pieces,
Sir.
and there was East Pakistan,
Sir.
which turned out to be Bangladesh. Do you think it was death of two-nation theory?
Sir, I don't believe it was death of two-nation theory because it wasn't separated because of our religion. Two-nation thesis is based upon the fact that we are two nations having different religions and we have to practice different customs. So two-nation theory didn't die after the separation of Bangladesh because it was due to some internal conflicts between between West Pakistan and East Pakistan. It was not the death of two-nation
And
theory.
why is it that still we are lurking around the debate of identity crisis in Pakistan?
Sir, identity crisis will remain in Pakistan because it's one of the most politically polarized country and ethnically diverse country. So it will remain in Pakistan. We cannot overcome completely. If we talk about identity crisis, we have to ensure national integration, and that can only be done when we provide facilities to all provinces, especially Balochistan and Sindh. If we provide them opportunities, we can bring them into national economy, into national integration. Otherwise, identity crisis will remain there.
Is Aurat March a true advocate of women rights? Since you had chosen gender studies.
Sir, Aurat March, I think, projects good idea of promoting women rights in Pakistan, but some of their ideas are not related to our religion or doesn't correspond to our religion, I would say. Like some ads I have seen, I might be wrong in that. In some ads,
I'm not asking anything about religion. I'm asking about Aurat March
Sir.
and its relationship with the women rights.
Sir.
Since you have chosen gender studies,
Sir.
be specific to that particular point and give me your scenario. How do you see it?
Sir, I believe women rights are already enshrined in our constitution and already discussed in our religion. So there is no need to demand women rights. Actually, what they want is perfect implementation of those articles that favor the women rights. So we need implementation. We just don't need to drag this Aurat March. This Aurat March is a replication of the concept that we have failed to implement the women rights perfectly in Pakistan.
Okay, in October 1958,
Sir.
General Ayub Khan imposed martial law in Pakistan. Why didn't the elected chosen representatives or the parliament didn't sit anywhere to oppose it?
Sir, I need to study more on this context.
Okay.
I'm not able to give a...
You had chosen international relations as well.
Sir.
Do you see any new regional bloc coming into effect after this Pakistan-India war hysteria from 7th May to 10th May?
Sir, I don't think there is a new regional bloc. There are already troika of Pakistan, Russia and China. So it will remain there. I don't see any new regional bloc.
If this troika does exist, then why is Russia not the biggest importer of Pakistan rather than US?
Sir, USA is the biggest consumer in the world. Russia doesn't have that population which US has. So it depends upon supply and demand and supply chain. USA consumes a lot and Pakistan...
So on what basis do you see that we are in the en bloc of Russia and China?
Sir, please repeat.
On what basis do you think that we are in the bloc of Russia and China and this is a troika that you commented?
Sir, that's because of some organizations like SCU, Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Pakistan is also part of it. And we are tackling terrorism and extremism in this region. Moreover, Pakistan, China and Russia, they have joint military trainings done regularly on annual basis.
Okay,
Moreover,
my last question is that in this week, after this post war hysteria from 7th to 10th May, there is a prediction going on in international relations that there will be a new bloc which will be effective with Pakistan, China, Russia, Turkey and Iran.
Sir.
And this bloc will replace the dollar hegemony. and
Sir.
yuan will take place. The yuan will replace it.
Sir.
Do you agree? If yes, then how?
Sir, I don't think so that yuan will replace the dollar if we are talking about these 5 countries only. If you have talked about BRICS, then I would have said that yes, might be possible that yuan or multiple other currencies can take replacement, can be used as a replacement for dollars for doing regional trades in BRICS countries. Whereas for these 5 countries, I don't think it's a long-term plan to replace dollar with yuan. If you are talking about or hinting about that these 5 countries will do trade in yuan, then that can be a possibility. Whereas on international scale, dollar can't be replaced in foreseeable future.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Ibrahim,
Sir.
we will now try to give a feedback to your interview.
Sir.
You have already joined a job, right? In the railways. You should be very sure why you want to reappear in this examination. And an engineering degree should not be wasted in a journalist kind of job. Like you may go to police, you may go to the PS, you may go to income tax, which are shown in a higher thing. So we were not convinced that your answer on this point, that why? Okay, we give you one more chance. That why do you want to join a better service? Why?
Sir, if we talk in the context of engineering, then I believe that engineering provides you 3 major life lessons, and that can be one, analytical thinking. It develops your analytical thinking. It helps you in developing process optimization, and it helps you in problem solving skills. So I have used these engineering skills even in my current public sector job. And secondly, why I want to move to some other group, then the reason behind is that railways is, I believe, I own my department, I love Pakistan Railways, but still I believe that its horizon is limited. It's only limited to transport sector, and not only complete transport sector, it's just a part of transport sector, that is railways. Transport sector involves other highways and ports and all other things, but we are working only in railways. So if I move towards a better group like PAS, then I will have the ability to serve in different capacities, and I will have diversified options to serve my nation in different capacities. So it also provides me horizontal and vertical mobility, greater chances for promotion as compared to Pakistan Railways. So these are the decisions, these are the reasons why I have to choose this decision. Sir.
Okay. मोटरवेज और हाईवेज में क्या फ़र्क है? मोटरवेज और रेलवे में जो कंपटीशन है,
सर,
उसका क्या असरात होंगे?
सर, जो उसके असरात हैं, डू आई हैव टू स्पीक इन उर्दू और
बेशक उर्दू में बोलो।
ओके सर, उसके जो असरात हैं, बेसिकली मोटरवेज में इन्वेस्टमेंट का क्या मतलब है कि आपने रेलवे को निगलेक्ट कर दिया, आपने सारी इन्वेस्टमेंट जो है ट्रांसपोर्ट सेक्टर की आपने इन्वेस्ट की मोटरवेज में। उससे होता क्या है कि सर लेट्स से एक कंटेनर या एक ट्रॉलर जो कराची से चलता है और आके लाहौर डिलीवर करता है गुड्स, वो कितने चेक पोस्ट से गुजरता है, कितनी ज़्यादा वो ओवरलोडिंग करता है और डिटोरिएट करता है रोड के इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को। ठीक है, एक रोड जो 5 साल बाद आपने या 10 साल बाद आपने उसको रिकन्स्ट्रक्ट करना था, वो 2 साल बाद 3 साल बाद रिकन्स्ट्रक्ट कर रहे होंगे आप। ठीक है, और वो किस चक्कर में आप बच जाते हैं कि आप उसको दे देंगे उधर चेक पॉइंट पे, किसी को थोड़े पैसे लगा देंगे कि ये ओवरलोडिंग जाने दो। जबकि पूरी दुनिया में होता क्या है, बल्क कार्गो मूव ही रेलवेज़ के थ्रू होती है। कोई ऐसी सक्सेसफुल कंट्री की एग्जांपल नहीं है जो कि अपने लॉजिस्टिक्स को जो है वो मोटरवेज और हाईवेज़ के थ्रू जो है चला रही हो फॉर बल्क ट्रांसपोर्टेशन. आई कीप ऑन सेइंग बल्क ट्रांसपोर्टेशन बिकॉज रेलवे इज़ मेड फॉर बल्क ट्रांसपोर्टेशन एंड ट्रेवल ट्रांसपोर्टिंग फॉर लॉन्ग डिस्टेंसेस. तो रेलवे और मोटरवे का कोई कंपैरिजन नहीं है, पहली बात. दूसरी बात कि रेलवे का जो इन्वायरमेंटल फुटप्रिंट है, जो कार्बन फुटप्रिंट है, अगर हम देखें क्लाइमेट चेंज और ग्लोबल वार्मिंग की बात करें तो वो रोड ट्रांसपोर्ट से मोटरवे से बहुत कम है, क्योंकि रेलवे के जो व्हील्स हैं इसकी रोलिंग फ्रिक्शन नहीं होती इतनी, ठीक है. इसका इन्वायरमेंटल जो फुटप्रिंट है वो बहुत कम है. ये आपकी नेशनल इकॉनमी को सर्व करेगा और इसके साथ साथ इसकी साथ स्ट्रेटेजिक वैल्यू भी है. वो इस तरह से भी हम देख सकते हैं कि ये पोस्ट पहलगाम इवन जो पाकिस्तान और इंडिया के दरमियान टेंशन्स राइज हुई थी उसमें भी पाकिस्तान आर्मी को रेलवेज़ की सपोर्ट चाहिए थी, क्योंकि हमने अपनी जो कोचेज़ थी, जो वैगन्स थी, उनको प्रोवाइड की फॉर एग्जांपल इन मुल्तान, ताकि वो अपनी जो आर्म्स हैं उनको मूव कर सकें, ठीक है. तो पाकिस्तान रेलवेज़ नेशनल इकॉनमी में भी रोल प्ले करता है और इसके साथ साथ ये एक पिलर है नेशनल सिक्योरिटी का भी, जिसको हमें नज़रअंदाज नहीं हम कर सकते. और ये चीज़ें सारी आपको मोटरवेज़ हाईवेज़ नहीं प्रोवाइड करेंगी.
ठीक है. I think you have now explained. In the first interview, you could not explain the importance of railways.
Sir.
But in the second interview, which has been done now, you have explained it in a very nice manner.
Sir.
You have good chances to succeed in the actual interview,
Sir.
and hopefully you can improve a lot. You can improve your present job,
Sir.
and you can go to the PAS or police. But in the meanwhile, before the actual interview,
Sir.
you may kindly take some time to improve your reading on international relations.
Sir.
आप कुछ कहना चाहते हैं?
Sunny, I think his grip is very good.
Yes.
अपनी सर्विस को लेके भी and generally about his degree as well.
Yes.
But you need to be more knowledgeable about the optionals that you have taken, because वो आपसे बहुत से पैनल पे लोग होते हैं which जो आपसे खाली सवाल आपके optional subjects के बारे में पूछेंगे. So you should have a grip on those subjects as well.
Right.
Sir, in my view, he is a potential candidate. आपकी
Yes.
2-3 चीज़ें मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगी. एक, the way you respond after listening to question, you take a pause. It in some way it gives respect to the interviewer as well, that you have absorbed everything, and on the other hand it gives an impression of a complete non-chaotic personality, a composed person. ठीक है. So your body language is very good. The way you move your hands and your eye contact, it is absolutely perfect. It is the kind of body language that we expect you to display there as well. अच्छा, उसमें सर एक कंपोजर की एक बहुत बड़ी वजह ये चेयर भी है. ये वाली चेयर हमें वहाँ नहीं मिलती. वहाँ बहुत फजूल चेयर होती है.
वाली चेयर होती है.
हाँ, तो वो बल्कि आपको भी पता होगा.
आगे वो टेबल भी होता है वैसे.
हाँ, वो बड़ी थर्ड क्लास की चेयर होती है. उसमें अच्छा खासा बंदे को पीछे लग भी रही होती है. अच्छा, 2-4 चीज़ें हैं जो आपने वहाँ मेंशन करनी है ना. फॉर एग्जांपल बुक, मूवी, every aspect of that should be in your mind.
Right.
अब I could have grilled you on the book. मैंने ये पढ़ी हुई है किताब.
Yes sir.
ठीक है.
I wasn't expecting कि आपने पढ़ी.
Exactly. अब मुझे इसके 5 और पॉइंट्स पता थे, क्योंकि मुझे पता चल गया. अभी बात ये है कि जैसे सर ने बताया, जैसे मैम ने बताया कि दिस इज़ अ प्राइमरी इंटरव्यू ऑफ योर सेल्फ. वी आर गिविंग यू फ्यू हिंट्स के आप इम्प्रोवाइज़ करें. जैसे जैसे नेक्स्ट आपका हम मोक लेंगे, दैट वुड बी मोर हीनियस. वो ज़्यादा जालिम होगा ताकि आपको फ़ायदा दे आगे इंटरव्यू में. वरना इधर स्वीट बातें करने के लिए तो हम नहीं बैठे ना, वो फिर आपको फ़ायदा नहीं होगा. इसके अलावा जो पाकिस्तान अफेयर से रिलेटेड जो आपके क्वेश्चंस थे, जैसे पाकिस्तान की डिसमेंबरमेंट का मैंने पूछा आपसे, जैसे मैंने मार्शल लॉ का आपसे पूछा, जैसे मैंने इकॉनमी का पूछा, ये अपनी चीज़ें ठीक कर लें. $130 बिलियन टोटल हमारा एज़ पर इकोनॉमिक सर्वे पाकिस्तान लोन है. उसको आपने ब्रेक करना. जब मैंने आपको कहा ब्रेक इनटू पीसेस, लोकल और फॉरेन.
बिलियन या मिलियन?
सर 130 बिलियन.
हाँ
सर, इससे ज़्यादा है. $130 बिलियन से ज़्यादा. ये वो है जो इकोनॉमिक सर्वे ने बताया.
इकोनॉमिक सर्वे ने बताया. बट दिस इज नॉट ए, दिस फिगर इज नॉट फाइनल.
ऐसे ही है सर,
ये
exactly.
पिछले साल था।
पिछले साल आया
इकोनॉमिक
ना
सर्वे
economic.
में, इकोनॉमिक सर्वे में पिछले साल की सूरत हाल सारी सामने आती है, आज की नहीं आती।
So it's around 70% of our GDP. हमारा जो total
ऐसे ही है,
loan
वो एक अलग बात है, लेकिन बात ये है कि आपका
आज की
economic
सूरत
survey-
हाल सिर्फ अखबार में आती है,
सर
तो आपने अखबारें भी पढ़नी है।
राइट
जिस दिन इंटरव्यू होगा हो सकता है वो सवाल ये पूछ लें कि
आज क्या है?
आज की खबर क्या है, बताओ
राइट
भाई।
सर
उसने मंडे वाले दिन डॉन में एक इकोनॉमिक सेक्शन आता है पूरा,
सर
वो जरूर पढ़ ले।
राइट सर
और एवरी मंडे, क्योंकि मेरा जो मैं करता हूँ वो ये है कि मंडे के सारे अखबार को मैं सेव कर लेता हूँ।
सही
उसमें इकोनॉमी पे बेशुमार आर्टिकल होते हैं और उसमें वो पढ़ लें। जहेज सर ने बताया कि
सर
पाकिस्तान में जब अयूब खान आया था तो क्यों नहीं लोगों ने शोर मचाया,
क्यों चाहे?
तो इसका भी पढ़ लें। इसकी
सर
जो बेस्ट किताब है वो है लॉरेंस लायरिंग की लिखी हुई
Exactly.
पाकिस्तान इन दी 20th सेंचुरी। वो लायरिंग इज अथॉरिटी ऑन पाकिस्तान,
सर
वो जरूर पढ़ लें।
सर